Now, see an interesting comp from the Houston. I think they're going Orisa and Torbjorn.
They're doing the Team Canada World Cup strat.
Yeah, I think.
First Torb hammer kill by Mangachu on Zumba on stage.
Hey guys, it's BigGoose and Surefour from the Gladiators. We're watching our win against the Houston Outlaws on Numbani on Behind the Screens.
We were away both days those days. Back-to-back matches of away.
That's a nice little thing you did there.
So, we wanted to run Soldier here, because Soldier's pretty neat, but then we saw they had a Widow, and we thought they were going to run Widow Junkrat, but surprisingly, Jace on Sombra.
Yeah, the Sombra was kind of like curveball, I guess, but it was kind of different.
That killed Fissure.
Yeah, it's a bit more different from Tracer, but we're expecting a Widow plus a Junkrat before. And now I think we switch to the Widow.
And I think we do one more fight because I'm kind of close to Visor.
Oh, we do? Yeah. Do we still go main?
Yeah, we still go main. Kind of iron out.
Yeah, I think we just want to force their tanks out of the high ground and the Widow out from high ground, so we can get some space.
Yeah, it's kind of hard because with the Junkrat, you expect him to be in hulls, but I guess Jake is denying any Tracer flank from happening. At the same time, Widows are just really hard to dive because they can just grapple away whenever they want.
Yeah, it's really easy for the Sombra to block the Tracer, or pretty much anyone.
With that little mini hacked.
Yeah.
So we're pretty much just trying to start a fight and trying to get point pressure so we can
Sess got picked off.
Survive before the Widow does anything. But
I got killed by Linkser.
Yeah, Shaz just got dived by Mooma.
Yeah.
And Jake. So now is when I think I switch to Widow, because the best way to deal with Widow is another Widow.
Yeah. Great. I see Bishu dying there. I think we still go main from here. They have a pretty big ult advantage, so
I think I go coast actually.
Oh yeah, we do that.
Well,
yeah, we
actually,
go coast and some go main, I think.
I think it's either this fight or the fight after that. The Mercy feeds.
It's not all in the Mercy. Well, we capitalized on some of their mistakes they did, so we're about like able to get the point right here.
We dive in the EMP and Zen ult, so the Zen was pretty much a bait, and then they just EMP tanks to kill him. Then Jake somehow dies there, and then Banny was ulted and tried to go for a res, and Asher sticks him, and then we kind of snowball off of this.
And then we killed the Sombra again, and now it's a 6v4, so it's like 6v4 or 5v4, and it's really hard for the other team to win the fight anymore, so there's the saving ults. After this, it's pretty straightforward, I think.
Just standard Numbani snowball.
Yes. Yeah. Just put some of our guys in front and have like anywhere from 1 to 3 on payload, just so we can like get only 2 fights on second point for the enemy team. Like they might have a 1 good fight and 1 bad fight, but I can't remember how it goes here. I think they died pretty early, so they're able to get a decent second fight.
The ideal scenario on second point is you want to push the cart past the bus before the enemy team ever regroups, because then they only get 1 fight before you cap, but enough of them got close spawn where they could fight us at the corner.
Yeah. They're fighting the corner here so they can get a really good second fight too.
And then I somehow kill someone.
Yeah.
And then Fissure's just ulting and killing everyone as usual.
Fissure just got 2 kills. We end up trading some of our backline for theirs. And then there's a headshot Jake.
And now, this kind of fight for the defending team is really, really hard unless they have like a huge ult advantage, because there's only 2 chokes they can come out of, and everyone knows where they're going to be coming from.
Yeah.
So I think we pretty much just win the fight because this is too hard for defenders.
Yeah, I think we win the fight, even though
I think they give it up.
I'm not sure. I think they fight it, but I think we get the point just because it's really hard to cap, even if they have more ults.
No, Linkser's dead, so I'm good. I get to do whatever I want.
Yeah.
Oh, and
now they're diving. Another trying to kill Sass. I think I get the res. Might be able to get the res off.
You have Valk, so you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, true. And now we just fight on payload since we have the mana advantage. So yeah, when you're up like 1 or 2 per like people, you just want to fight on point and kill the guys on point. You know, like cap as fast as possible. It's an easy way to regroup in a chaotic fight. I can't remember if we ever cleared the upper halls on this.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think we kind of snowball it. Well, never mind.
Nah. We went overtime. Because you thought we C9'd.
Yeah. No, I think we capped with time left.
No, we didn't. I'm not sure, but
I don't know. Every Nimbani is like the same. There's not like too much weird strategy things with Nimbani. It's kind of like you just go through the motions.
Yeah. It's usually you get first held on first point, or then you just push quickly to third point and you get hold on third point. That's usually how Nimbani goes.
Or you instantly cap first, then you instantly cap the map.
Yeah. Really dependent.
And then Goose is dead.
I'm surprised
so
you didn't die there.
I just have to run around in circles, hoping I survive.
Yeah, this is where we were yelling that Rogus was behind. He just dropped down. It was pretty good flank by him. He's pretty much killed 2 of our guys alone. Or because of that. Very good flank there. We have tank ults and trace ult coming for a mercy ult. I think our ults are fine. I think we're probably looking to just to jump their backline here. Right, with the maybe even with the VAC and try to force some of their stuff out.
Muma's definitely gonna like hide and then try and just dive her backline because he has ult.
I'm almost probably gonna look to dive us when Fisher jumps their backline.
Oh yeah, this was unfortunate. So I wanted to go in halls because it was like the safest place for me to get into like the mega. But then the Tracer stopped me, and then Muma was just up top waiting. So when I tried running back from the Tracer, Muma just got me.
That's fortunate. Great, good play by Muma. Yeah, Fisher's still fighting. Oh, I'm not actually sure where Fisher died. Oh, over there.
It's like in their spawn.
Yeah. We got the Tracer too. Not that bad. I'm not sure about if we send ult here or not. Yeah, we have the Orisa now.
We probably use every ult.
Yeah, I think we use every ult just to win the fight. And then after that comes a pretty scrappy overtime fight.
Yeah, we just use walls. We see Muma out of position. We force the ult. Yeah. He's not able to do much with it.
We switch over to the Orisa, so it's like easier time for our Widow, and it forces the enemy team to
make a decision.
Yeah, make a decision.
Pressure.
And if they don't make a decision quick, they're like probably going to lose. I think they made a decision relatively quick, but the Sash died. Let's get the rest out. Oh yeah, we were killing the stagger fight, and Linkster just popped on payload, and he just headshot me, and I had 20 HP left, and then he just headshot me again. So I just died in the middle of 5 people.
Linkster's a god.
Yeah.
I mean, I shot him in the head.
Yeah.
But he didn't die.
Now Fisher comes back with Ryan, and I come back with Lucio.
So what happened here is, since it was overtime, I said, Bishu, you have to stay on the cart. So then he comes back here with Ryan. And then Goose comes as Lucio. And this whole time, so then Bishu goes, I'm gonna bomb! And then, since he diva bombed and he goes up in the air, well, Goose also said C9 because he was on the cart. So I thought Bishu got off the cart and we C9'd. And then since Bishu bombed and he was supposed to be on the cart, he thought he C9'd. But Shaz and Goose were on the cart and they're like, no, they C9'd. And we're like, oh, yay!
me and Shaz were actually the only ones on payload, and we were both like, I think I said something like along the lines like, get on payload, or I'm on payload, something like that. And then Shaz ulted and he said, ulting on payload, something along those lines. And then the map just ended, and everyone but Shaz and me thought we C9 because I casually said C9, implying that they C9'd. So I was pretty confused because Bishu was like,
Because he diva bombed, he's used to C9.
So that just happened.
I guess Houston's other strategy with Sombra is whenever the tanks dive, he's just sitting high ground and he wants to hack the tanks.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to stop the hack when the Sombra's on high ground, especially with the Soldier. I don't think there's anyone who can stop that reliably other than the D.Va or Tracer.
The D.Va hat just has the spy check.
Yeah.
Spin around in circles.
Yeah.
So now, we're going to defense. We cap third. There's no special things, you know, it's just the standard soldier comp. You know, it's pretty well versed in like countering everything.
Yeah.
Doesn't have too many drawbacks, but it's not too strong against any specific thing.
Yeah, it's like Soldier's probably the best pick for against like all different comps. Like if you had to pick one hero, then probably Soldier. Doesn't really specialize against anything.
Since we knew they were running Lynx or Jake, we knew it would either be Widow, Tracer, or Widow Junkrat, or full dive.
Yeah.
So now that we see, so we thought it was full dive because I think Bish scouted a bit, but then he ended up switching to Widow. I don't think anyone gets picked by the Widow though.
No.
But we know the Widow's generally going to want to go coast, kind of the same thing we did.
So we want to pressure main very early.
Ooh.
Asher seems to pick up Rockus. Oh, that was actually a big kill. The Tracer had already passed and he managed to kill the Zen.
He lurked around to get him.
Yeah.
So now that their Zen dead, they don't have a lot of healing and they can't let their Tracer bully himself through. So they have to wait for the Zen to come back. Yeah. And we're kind of just containing the Widow so she can't get any free shots off.
We're just trying to, at the moment the Widow jumps out, we're just trying to apply pressure on the Widow so he won't have any kind of space and he eventually has to drop down even. Now he's just trying to get picks here. I think he might be able to get Sass here at one point.
Shaz going for some cheeky right clicks.
Yeah. But pretty much right now, we're like, our backline is trying to play their main, where the Widow doesn't have line of sight. So we just like fight the tank game.
Yeah, it's basically just trying to make the Widow's life hell.
Yeah. Just play around the enemy Widow rather than anything else.
So whenever she peeks out, just make sure she has pressure so she can't take any shots.
Yeah.
And then that fight, it was just like their tanks had to like try and make something happen, so they tried to go on cart, and then I had Visor coming up, so I said just focus the D.Va.
That was a big stack again. Oh, he killed the Jake and he got the
so Rockus used Zen ult, but Jake was too close to him and died to it instead. But I think this was just a weird stagger fight, and they ended up getting more picks.
Yeah, here I was, someone was calling to, I think Visual was calling to dive the Widow in basement, so I just went with it. Then the Widow wasn't there, and now Momo was just chasing me.
Yeah, you're dead.
If Momo had just walked, he would have killed me, but that happened. And then I come back, but there's two tanks on me, so I can't really survive. It was only one of them.
See, if we can't tell what's going on right now, I don't think the casters know what's going on right now.
Yeah.
Did we win this?
No, I don't think we did.
It looks like we might win this. This feels like something we shouldn't have won.
I don't think we won this. I got the rest off on you. We still got one fight here. I just got back and we're like back to 6 people, or 5. Sass is almost back. We don't really have the positions, they do, so this is pretty good for them. Almost like an ideal situation.
I think we do a deep dive in their main, but Muma kind of like separates all of us.
Yeah.
And then I end up getting, oh yeah, that's what, oops.
Yeah.
I forgot you can't swear. But that's what screws us up. I think Jake was on me in the back line and he did one of those double blinks and then turns around and pulse bombs me.
Yeah. And now, see an interesting comp from the Houston. I think they're going Orisa and Torbjorn.
They're doing the Team Canada World Cup strat.
Yeah. I think
first Tor hammer kill by Mangachu on Zumba on stage.
For our we're kind of lucky that both me and Fisher, I think, were in base. So even you were in base. So we just switched 3 of our heroes, and we are like already a triple tank comp with the Lucio, and we're already coming to a Zen. So I think we adapted well here.
Yeah, we knew that dive comp is kind of tough against a Torb. So you just go tanks and you just run at the turret and kill it so it can't do anything.
Yeah.
And he's trying his best to keep it alive, but we just forced the fight with Zen ult, D.Va bomb, and unfortunately Jake can't scurry along quick enough to avoid the D.Va bomb.
It was too slow.
But they D.Va bomb as well, and we get separated from Fissure, and Fissure ends up getting picked off, and we end up losing the fight.
Yeah.
So it's Good diva bombs from both sides, really.
And
But since we
now
don't
it's
have a
just-
Rhine, we kind of have to run away.
Now it's just they're trying to like clear us up.
And this is a Widowmaker's struggles.
Yeah.
AD,
80.
strafing,
Yeah.
Lucios.
I still think we could fight the fight here.
No, we don't.
We
let
don't
them have it.
Oh yeah. I'm not there. Probably someone else isn't there either. We have a Zenalt again. We have been like
He farmed another.
yeah, he just Zenalted on that fight and now he has another. Like sounds like pretty good.
So the main thing with the Torbjorn here is you want to snowball because then you can get your Zen armor and shield, or his armor is behind shields, so Zen becomes like some unkillable monster. But Rockus thought he was an unkillable monster, so he was too far ahead and we just dived him.
Yeah. No, we just ran at them because we have the Lucy and they don't. Like, that's what our comp wants to do. We just want to run at them and try to, like, ideally we want to kill their backline. If not, we just try to kill anyone who we can catch.
And it's mostly to just force the Orisa out a bit and kill the turret
Yeah.
for free. So then Torbjorn's kind of just like a really slow Reaper.
Yeah. Now they end up switching three of their heroes, but right now we have a pretty good ult economy, so it's like really hard for them to actually win against tanks until they get ults. Like, especially here, you're like in a tunnel, it's really hard to get dives off here unless you flank from the upper side. I think Muma came from there, but it's still really hard.
I have grab this whole time, so I'm looking for
Yeah.
the grab the whole time, and they end up diving us, and no one dies, so I feel like I don't need to grab.
Yeah.
So I'm just patiently holding it, and then Linkser tries to deflect it, but I wasn't really planning on
Yeah, like
grabbing.
It feels like the longer the fight goes on and the longer you keep your grab, the more the enemy team feels pressured.
Yeah, they know I have grab, and they know I want to use it, but I'm not forced to use it. And then this fight coming up is like really weird because they all go up top, and I'm looking for grab the entire time, but I never quite find an opportunity to use it.
Yeah.
And then Rockus just like frags out like 3 people up top because
Yeah.
no one can get to him.
Yeah, I think what happened was Bishop picked up Rofkus from around the stairs and he died, but Bunny managed to get the res off on the Rofkus. I think this is what happened. And we should have camped the Rofkus' course more. I see there he kills him. I think they're resing quite quick. So what happens, we just keep on fighting on payload. Rofkus goes like on the top, like the little platform, and he just kills everyone.
Yep.
Right there. And he probably kills like 2 more. I think he kills Asher and
Sitting there.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want.
yeah. We didn't call a dive on the Sen.
Well, we couldn't dive him even
Yeah.
if we wanted to.
Yeah, we could have run at him.
Yeah, so that's why I didn't use grab, because it looked like the fight was pretty much won, but then
Yeah.
there was a little Zen just killing all of
I
us.
think we come here with a beat.
Yep, the plan was to beat grab, but when we beat, they all kind of back off. So this entire time, I'm kind of like trying to make sure I don't get eaten. But then they diva bomb, so I was like, all right, there's no chance it's gonna get eaten, so I just throw it. It was probably a bad grab. Well, we could have comboed it with the diva bomb, but the diva bomb was a little bit late. I probably didn't call the grab that well,
Yeah.
but he also shattered, so I thought that was the best time to grab.
Yeah.
But Asher just cleans up everyone while the chaotic fight is happening, and then
Yeah.
we're all like, all right, stay on point, stay on point.
And now like Jake is trying to contest, but Bishu actually boops him into a wall, I think, and he like used 1 or 2 blinks into a wall, so he wasn't able to contest.
And then we won. And Bishy's happy he didn't see that.
And then we lose 2 maps.
It's just standard Gladiators.